All right, buckle up, everybody, because we are diving headfirst into a mystery today, a truly bizarre one that's been making waves online.
Waves is right.
Yeah, we're talking about a giant triangle
A giant triangle.
spotted on Google Maps right there in the Nevada desert.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, Death Valley to be exact.
Okay.
Not too far from,
Oh, no.
not Area 51.
Area 51.
Of course.
Yeah, you know how it is? You're just scrolling along on Google Maps, and then bam,
You see a giant triangle.
giant triangle, and you're like, what is that?
And it's huge. Like, this thing is massive, over 1,370 meters per side.
That's bigger than a jumbo jet.
Most airplanes.
I mean, imagine stumbling upon this thing. What would you even think?
Yeah, like what is crash? Did UFO crash there?
Is it some kind of ancient pyramid base?
Is it a hidden military base?
Maybe it's the entrance to like a secret underground lair or something.
Right.
But when you zoom in on those Google Maps images, it gets even weirder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the edges of this triangle are so sharp, almost too perfect to be natural, you know?
Oh, interesting.
And the material, it just looks different from the surrounding desert.
That is strange.
And get this.
What?
This triangle has been visible on Google Maps since at least 1994.
Oh, wow. So it's been there a while.
And it's completely unchanged.
Mhm.
I mean, whatever it is, it's been just hanging out there for decades.
That's really interesting.
And there's more. There are these buildings and fences nearby and a giant arrow on the ground.
A giant arrow.
Yeah, like what's that about?
That's so weird.
Like someone's trying to land a plane from the 1940s?
Okay, so that arrow actually has a historical explanation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a navigational aid for early airmail pilots.
Like back in the day.
Yeah, back when GPS wasn't even a thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, these arrows were placed about every 15 miles along airmail routes and often with a beacon nearby, and someone had to actually live there to maintain the beacon, which explains the buildings.
So wait, does that mean it could have been a military base after all?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
There's no official record of a military base at that location. Plus, a triangular shape is kind of impractical for an airfield, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess so.
Planes need long, straight runways to take off and land, not corners.
Unless those planes are a little more, out of this world.
Right?
But here's something else that's strange.
Okay, what?
Even though this area seems easy to get to by road, there are no reports of anyone actually going there and checking out the triangle up close.
You'd think someone would have gone there by now.
Right. Like you'd think someone with a drone or just a sense of adventure would have at least taken a look.
Yeah, that is strange.
It's almost like whatever's going on there is being intentionally kept quiet.
Which makes you wonder what's really going on.
And of course, it just fuels those Area 51 connections even more.
Oh, for sure. It makes you think, what are they hiding?
It really does make you wonder what's not there is almost more interesting than what is. It raises the question, if it were something truly sensitive, wouldn't there be more effort to restrict access?
Yeah, you would think so.
Speaking of things being more interesting by their absence, remember that whole Australian triangle thing?
Oh, yeah, the one that just disappeared?
Yeah, it was smaller than the Nevada triangle, and it had these glowing points at each corner.
Right.
And then poof, it was gone from later Google Maps images.
Some people thought that was the TR-3B.
The TR-3B?
That supposed American anti-gravity aircraft.
Oh, right.
So, are we seeing a pattern here?
Okay, but seriously, is that thing real?
Who knows?
Does the U.S. government actually have secret flying triangles zipping around the globe?
That's the question, isn't it?
It's a good one, and it makes you wonder, why are any of these things showing up on Google Maps at all?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is it just too much to censor?
Like, are there just too many to keep track of?
Yeah, has the government just given up?
Maybe?
Or maybe.
Or maybe?
Just maybe. They're trying to get us used to the idea that there are things out there we can't explain.
Oh, interesting.
Like they're slowly dipping our toes in the water before throwing us into the deep end of weirdness.
That's an interesting theory.
Right.
Yeah, and all of this ties back to Area 51.
Which, remember, the government only officially acknowledged in 2013.
They basically had to admit it existed.
Exactly. And that makes you wonder what else might be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be revealed.
That's like tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we're just seeing the tip.
Who knows what's lurking beneath the surface?
Exactly.
All right, so we've got this giant triangle hanging out on Google Maps, and everyone's buzzing about Area 51 and all those government secrets.
It is pretty wild.
But remember those other strange details we mentioned? Those circular patterns near the triangle?
The ones that look like crop circles.
Yeah, what's the deal with those?
Well, using Google Street View, we can actually explore those circles from the ground level, and turns out
What is it?
they're not some mysterious markings. They're agricultural fields?
Agricultural fields in
Yeah.
the middle of the desert.
Right.
That doesn't exactly sound like prime farmland.
No, not really.
I mean, what are they growing there, cacti?
Good question. You'd think crops would struggle in that kind of environment.
Yeah,
And why the circular shape?
right?
It's a bit odd, isn't it? Most farm fields are square or rectangular.
Maybe they're going for that whole crop circle aesthetic to throw people off.
Throw them off the scent.
Yeah, like, oh, it's just some harmless artsy farming, nothing to see here.
Huh, perhaps. But there's another detail nearby that's even more peculiar.
What?
A shape that looks a lot like
Oh, don't tell me.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
Like the Disney mascot.
that's the
Are
one.
we talking about some elaborate desert art project here?
It's certainly possible, but the purpose and the artist, still a mystery.
It seems like every time we peel back a layer of this enigma, we just find more questions.
That's the fun of it, right?
Okay, so we've got a giant triangle, circular fields, a Mickey Mouse doodle, all hanging out in the Nevada desert near Area 51.
It's a lot to process.
My brain is officially doing backflips trying to make sense of it all.
Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about that other triangular anomaly, the one in Australia.
Oh, you remember?
Remember, smaller than the Nevada Triangle.
Right, and it had those glowing points at each corner.
Right, and then it vanished from later Google Maps images,
Oof, gone.
like it was never there.
Some people thought that was the TR-3B,
The TR-3B.
that supposed American anti-gravity aircraft.
Oh, right. Okay, but seriously, is this thing real?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Does the U.S. government actually have secret flying triangles zipping around the globe?
We don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hard evidence to confirm the TR-3B exists,
Mm.
but there have been a lot of reports of triangular UFO sightings over the years.
Sure.
And the fact that this Australian triangle disappeared from those satellite images,
Yeah.
it does add a layer of intrigue. Yeah, it does. It's almost like someone accidentally left the evidence out in the open and then
Right.
scrambled to erase it. Or maybe they just moved their top secret flying triangle to a new parking spot.
Right.
But you know what I don't get?
What's that?
Why are any of these images even on Google Maps in the first place?
That is a good question.
You'd think if the government was involved in something this hush-hush,
Yeah.
they'd have the power to get them removed or, slightly adjusted.
Maybe they just haven't gotten around to it yet.
And hear me out on this.
Okay.
What if they want us to see them?
They want us to see them.
What if it's all part of some master plan?
Okay, I'm listening.
Like a calculated move to slowly introduce us to the idea that there might be more going on than we realize.
Like a slow drip of information.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, hey, look at this weird stuff. Get used to it.
That's an interesting theory. It's like they're prepping us for something. Remember the official acknowledgement of Area 51 in 2013? That was due to legal disclosure deadlines.
Right.
They were essentially forced to reveal its existence.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about that.
So what else might they be sitting on?
Oh, that's a good question.
What other information will we only find out about years down the line because of some legal loophole?
Maybe in a few years, Google Maps will just be a giant map of UFO sightings and secret government bases.
It's a funny thought.
And we'll all be like, oh yeah, remember when we used to use that to find pizza places?
The good old days.
But for now, let's dive a little deeper into Area 51 itself.
Okay, let's do it.
What do we actually know about this place?
Besides the fact that it's top secret and probably full of alien tech and government conspiracies?
Well, yeah, besides all that.
Okay, so officially we know it's a highly classified U.S. Air Force facility tucked away in the Nevada desert.
Right.
And its stated purpose is to support the development and testing of experimental aircraft and weapons systems.
Sounds pretty standard so far.
Right, but it's the secluded location.
Yeah.
The intense secrecy surrounding its operations. And let's be honest, those persistent UFO sightings
I'm going to mention UFOs.
that have turned it into a breeding ground for speculation and conspiracy theories for decades.
Yeah, it's like the holy grail of conspiracy theories.
It really is. And then there are those accounts from people like Bob Lazar,
Bob Lazar.
who claim to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology at Area 51.
That's a wild story.
It is. Lazar's story is fascinating, but also highly controversial.
Yeah.
He alleged that he worked on a project involving 9 captured alien spacecraft.
9.
That's what he said.
Wow.
And that these craft used a propulsion system based on element 115, or moscovium,
Moscovium, now that rings a bell.
which wasn't officially synthesized until 2003.
Years after he came forward with his claim.
Exactly. It's like he was giving us a sneak peek into the future.
That's crazy. But there's that whole issue of Moscovium being incredibly unstable.
Right.
How could they possibly use it to power a spaceship?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
But perhaps, if these craft are indeed extraterrestrial,
Yeah.
they possess technology far beyond our current understanding.
Right.
Technology that allows them to manipulate matter and energy in ways we can't even fathom.
Okay, now we're wading into some serious science fiction territory.
Are we?
But honestly, I'm kind of here for it.
Me too.
It's exciting to think about.
That's the beauty of these mysteries.
It is.
They stretch our imaginations and make us question everything we think we know about the universe and our place in it.
So we've got secret bases, possible alien tech, and now we're bending the laws of physics.
It's a lot,
Where do we go from here?
Let's talk about the cultural impact of Area 51.
The cultural impact.
Yeah. How has this place shrouded in secrecy captured the public imagination and become a full-blown pop culture phenomenon?
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
We'll explore that in part 3.
Stay tuned, folks. This deep dive is about to get even weirder. We're back and ready to tackle the final leg of this Area 51 journey.
Buckle up.
We've talked secret bases, potential alien tech, even bending the laws of physics a tad, right?
It's been a wild ride.
It really has. But let's shift gears a bit. Talk about how this whole Area 51 thing, it's like it's seeped into, every corner of our culture.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Area 51, it's this icon. It's a symbol for everything we don't know, everything unexplained. You see it everywhere.
Seriously, everywhere. Movies, TV shows, video games, even books.
Oh, yeah, books too. Heck, I bet if you looked hard enough, you could find Area 51 themed socks.
Don't tempt me. I think I even saw an alien burger place the other day. Seriously, though, it's become a meme. Like, just a quick way to talk about anything extraterrestrial, any conspiracy.
It's shorthand for the weird stuff, and I think that says a lot about us, about our fascination with the unknown.
I think you're right. It's that primal curiosity. We want to know what's out there, what's beyond our reach.
Especially when the government's all secretive about it. Like, the more they try to keep things quiet, the more we want to know.
Classic forbidden fruit scenario, right?
Exactly. But it's not just about the facts. We love to fill in the blanks with our imaginations.
Oh, for sure. Create stories, theories, some plausible, some totally out there.
We become storytellers. And Area 51, it's the perfect backdrop for those stories.
It really is. Like the ultimate plot device. Need some mysterious tech for your story? Boom, Area 51. Need to hide alien artifacts? Look no further.
Every alien movie has a scene where someone's trying to break into Area 51.
And then there's that Storm Area 51 thing back in 2019.
Oh, yeah. That was a classic internet moment. Millions of people saying they were going to storm the base to see them aliens.
Mostly a joke, I think. But it shows how much Area 51 is embedded in our culture.
It does. It makes you wonder, though, is that intentional? Is the government using Area 51 as, like, a distraction?
A smokescreen while they're off doing, I don't know, building even bigger triangles?
Or maybe they've accidentally created the world's best tourist attraction that no one can visit.
That's a good one. But in the end, we just don't know. Facts, theories, pop culture, tons of unanswered questions.
And that's okay. Sometimes the journey is more interesting than the destination.
Love that. Embracing the mystery. The possibility that there's something truly mind-blowing out there, just hidden from view.
Keeping that sense of wonder alive, that's what it's all about.
So what do we take away from all this? Aliens at Area 51. Is the Nevada Triangle a crashed spaceship or just like a really weird rock formation? We may never know.
And maybe that's the point. The not knowing, the endless possibilities, keeps us searching for answers.
Reminds us that even with all the information out there, there are still mysteries, stories to be told, wonders to be uncovered.
Well said. And hey, next time you're on Google Maps, zoom in a little closer. You never know what you might find.
That's right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone. Keep exploring. Keep those minds open. Until next time.